So there is a new level of experience when you are mindful while you practice mantras, is that you also bring it to your flesh. Okay? So let's say we take the minor elements, okay? Om Prithivida Tu Bhumi Devi. Simply. When you used to do it, you did it in a way that it would just affect you in general. But in a mindful way, you can tune this earth energy to sync at the level you wish. So if you need to be more relaxed physically, you will start by sinking into the physical flesh. Om Prithivida Tu Bhumi Deviya, Om Prithivida Tu Bhumi Deviya, Om Prithivida Tu Bhumi Deviya, and your physical body will have more vitamins and resources and whatever earth can bring it. You want more energy, go into your vital plane. Om Vajra Agni, Om Vajra Agni, Om Vajra Agni. So you don't just use a mantra in general to affect you as just a human, but you can tune how you want to tap into that energy and direct it where you want. Okay? When you do healing practices, Reiki, there's a fact now, you don't have to transmigrate how to really go and affect it, but still you are not in the flesh, you were in the body through concentration. Now you can sink down to the physical level and do a treatment at the physical level as much as on the heart and the mind. You expand your range of what it is to be incarnate to have a better effect. And of course, when you charge a mantra, you don't incarnate yourself mindfully always because you're just passing out. It takes a lot of concentration to do an entire mala of a very long mantra and stay mindful all along. But at least start and finish your mala in a mindful way. Or if you're doing 9 malas a day for a one-line mantra, do the first part of the first mala mindful and do the last mala or the last part of the last mala mindful. And then you're just popping beads and you just want the energy rolling. I understand that. Until you get to the point of being always completely mindful and incarnate, whatever mantra you do. Okay? Then you can do what we've been doing while driving here. We've been practicing the siddhis while driving. Doing transcendental meditation driving. And she was trying to stay awake. It went fine. It went good. Very different. Doing the siddhis, mindful and incarnate. You take the first siddhi. Usually you just cross your legs, try to pass out, you know. Just want to go into this refined consciousness. Anima. And you do it, you pass out. Now you incarnate yourself. And you discover that your physical flesh is made of subtle consciousness. Anima. And then you look at the trees in the car and everything is just made of nothing. As subtle consciousness. And those who master anima at the physical level, they pass through a wall. Density has no more power on them. Okay? In the mind, they're so good telepaths. Understand this? Someone wants to help Mrs. there? All right. So that was a little parenthesis on this this level of break. Okay? Whatever you do as a spiritual practice, do it mindfully. Okay? Do it transcendentally, in a way to just pass out, in a way to just go get it. But sometimes, do it mindfully and discover the difference. So you can play with these various levels of existence. All right? We're going to take one another small break and relax. Air conditioning. And get over with the next teaching. All right? We're going to do something easy, gentle. And especially for the lady in the back that doesn't know me, play along.
Okay.
Okay? Because we teach through experience, so we're going to have an experience. We're not going to learn something intellectually, we're going to do it. Okay? I'm going to review this. When you're mindful, you pay attention to your body and sink in your body and you feel it. When you breathe and you're mindful, do it. You relax and you're incarnate. Now I'm going to show you how to do it. Ha! And relax. Alright? So everyone, I'm going to go step by step. This is, everyone is going to do it. You don't have to be ashamed because everyone else is too ashamed to wondering what you think about them, while they're also too busy thinking about what you think of. Okay, so, I mean, just do it, okay? There's no shame. Play along, okay? So I'm going to tell you the steps. You relax, you're incarnate, you breathe, and you open up like this your hands. If someone is too close, go up. And it's a joyful. And a stupid smile on your face, okay? And you breathe and you relax and you're incarnate. And you focus on the abdomen. And you produce joy at your vital level, okay? Joy at the vital level. Ha! And you do it. You breathe and you relax. Everyone, relax. Pay attention at the vital level. Breathe in and ha! And you let the wave up. You relax. Okay? You understand this? You get it? It just delivers a wave and it kind of races. Just goes there. And you relax. Okay? That's to develop the will to be happy. Okay? It gives a little shock to the vital body to give you willpower, so that sometimes something wants to drag you down in some kind of morosity, melancholic state of not appreciating much. Okay? So you'll say, I'm happy only because I want to. Okay, I have no reason to be happy. But I don't want to be depressive right now. Maybe tomorrow, okay? I'll do integration tomorrow. Now, let's try to just be happy. Okay, not to be hard on yourself, but to force yourself back to just, okay. So, incarnate. And relax. And you're in your physical body and you raise at the life body. You go in your life force and your will. You breathe and you do it. And the stretching of the hands, not keeping stretch always, just at the moment of the ha, it's not a push, it's you pull back your fingers, you know, just to kind of stretch the chakra, the system, just to allow the wave to flow more naturally, okay? And now, the feet, okay? You're just pulling your toes just a bit. Just to do the same thing as the fingers, you just, okay? But if you do this at the same time, you fall on your ass, so it's not useful. Okay, if those in the chair, you can actually lift your feet a bit, okay? And you lie your feet down again. Okay. If you're standing up, don't do that. You just go on your what's this in English? Okay, so you just go on your heel. Ha! Okay, so you relax, you're mindful. Very relaxed. Not too loud. You don't want to hurt your voice if you do it 10 times in a row. Very relaxed. But, okay, if you go, ha, it doesn't work. Okay, there has to be this pop, okay, an impact. Mindful incarnate. Now your 5 extremities. Your 2 feet going, your 2 hands going, and your head going. Okay, don't hurt. Okay, just okay, and your abdomen pushes, and you'll have a wave. Okay. And you relax. Immediately you have to relax and gentle, and pay attention to the wave. You feel a wave?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? When you have Kundalini shocks, okay, that will help to push those walls so that they will break. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. I'm still getting it prepared and I chant mantras on it, so when I give it to you, it'll be just happy. Right? Now we're relaxed. Paying attention to the energy. Paying attention to your life body. Actually, it affects everything, but we want your will to be able to, you're just practicing lifting weight, just practicing, yes, I'm happy, and relax. Yes, I'm so happy, all right? Understand this? You don't want to have this energy always pulling you down in depression, when you have it. It happens. We get depressed, right? We relax. Breathe gently. Sink in your body. Sink in your life force. And whenever you're ready, and you get away. Okay? Do you see the various trainings that we did? Slowly walking mindfully. Now that's the most important. The mindful walk. Incarnate every level. As you learn, you become incarnate at 10 planes. You're not concentrating on 10 things at a time. You're concentrating on one thing, which is at every level. You just completely exist there. And then the beating up. I told you guys that we would beat each other up, but everyone beating up each other alone. Just gently on the skin. Okay? Just to bring this densification of your energy. Okay? To feel it more. Then just to stretch the feet chakras, the hand chakras, and throat. Okay? Just to have this expression. Focus on the abdomen, the energy. Push waves of this energy. Be mindful. Okay? To bring your soul to sink into your body. It is required to do something with the body. Okay? If you're practicing incarnation like this, well, maybe your body's not involved enough. Just giving a hit of the hammer. That's not bringing your mind into this embodiment of what you are, okay? So, we do things like that. There's another one that will come soon. You'll hate it. Okay? You have to stand up. Can you stand up? No? On a leg? For 5 minutes? 2? 2 minutes? Okay? If you can. Don't hurt yourself. Okay? Just to go up and then down again. We have to adapt the teachings to whoever's there. Alright? So, we'll do it right now. Okay? Let's say you'll do it for about 15 seconds. Up. I just want you to have this kind of energy up, and then you'll do it on your chair like this. Okay? People in your chairs, you'll be going like this, but whoever can stand up, feet somewhat normal width, bend your knees a bit, put your ass in front. Bring your hips in front. I just love to use the word ass and stuff like that. But don't be like this, bending your knees. Be like this. Just bring your hips a bit. We don't want the elbows up. We want the elbows sinking down. You're just holding your hands like this. And the hands are pointing. Okay? So do it. Everybody up.
Sure.
Are you going to be fine? Now you can't put your hands up.
Yes, I can.
Okay, well, stay alive. Okay? And you're mindful and incarnate. And knees are bent a bit. Just not too much, just a bit. Usually they say you have to put your hands at the level of your throat. But when it becomes painful, you just lower them. It's okay. In time you'll be more efficient. And you just stay there. And you're mindful and you breathe. Hips slightly in front, knees very slightly bent, and your hands holding relaxed. Paying attention to the fact that you are mindful of your body. Now very, very gently, you will go left, right, try an inch or 2 inches, just very gently. Move your shoulders a bit like this, just roll them around a bit, just to loosen up and back to static state. When it becomes difficult to hold, it's when it becomes efficient. It's pulling your incarnation. It's pulling you to be there, incarnate. Okay? It's bringing you to be there. Now, for those who can't hold on too much, lower your hands, just hold it like this. Okay? If you can hold it, keep it up. If you can't, if you find it too difficult, just lower your elbows until your elbows are actually resting on your ribs. Okay? When you really need it. And try to stay mindful. Just be mindful very softly. If your legs are shaking, you got it. And just relax. Go like this a bit. Just a tad. Rock the shoulders a bit. Relax. Go back to static state. Pay attention to your hands. Pay attention to your hands, how much energy is in your hands. Pay attention to the sole of your feet. Breathe deeply and relax and let your hands down. And sit. So this was named two ways when it was created by the Chinese Taoists. Some people call it the tree hug meditation, like if you hug the tree. And some people call it the apple basket, like if you're holding a basket of apples. I like to call it the apple basket because I learned it that way, I guess. No other reason. It is a yang meditation. Yin meditation, you pass out. Yang meditation, your body is there, you can't pass out because there's a little strain on your entire body. Just a little strain. That will bring your body to incarnate. It will bring your soul to sink down in your body, to incarnate, to be there. Okay? And some people use the healing mantras, and it works like that. And then they tell you, I use Maha's learning, I learned Maha's healing mantras. I'm trying to figure out from the French sometimes. Thank you for your help. And it works so wonderful. And then this other person will take it and say, well, I've been doing this mantra, 1 mala a day for 2 months, and I have little results, but I mean, that's not wonderful. No. It depends on each individual ability to sink in the body. You can do all the healing mantras you want. If your soul does not touch your body, not much will happen. That's why some people have to go see healers. Because the healers are embodied. Their soul goes to the body and they can push that in your body so their healing work is efficient. Okay? Because they've been doing martial art, they've been paying attention to the physical flesh of others for a long time. They've been standing next to people with hands like this doing Reiki. They've been doing this standing up being in a spiritual state practice, you know? So if you want the regeneration mantras to work, for some of you, I'll talk to you about the regeneration mantras. You need to be incarnate, or else you'll be able to regenerate your mind however you want. But how about regenerating the body? How to repair organs? How to grow back eyes that are functional? Swaprama is a nice example of that, don't you?
Yes.
What, you went from what to what?
I went from a 2.75, my high prescription here in boot camp, to a 2.00. He said it was incredible.
So a 0.75 of healing.
Yes, so I have 20/40, beyond 20/20 vision with my contacts.
Yeah. Okay, so a 0.75 correction of her eyes in a handful of days. That's cool. Okay? I know a lot of people who has this eye regeneration, but one of them is sitting there. That's why I want you to testify. And that's not because she was at my boot camp. It was she was at a boot camp. Okay, I was giving it, but she was doing the work. She did the work. She created that herself. She wrote to me an email. Oh, I thank you, Maha, for healing my eyes and everything. No, stop giving me credit, please. You did that on your own. You did that because I taught you, of course. Thank you for teaching me. All right, I'll take it. Gratitude is good, but not admiration and adoration of someone else like that. You did it. You have to give the credit to yourself. And you need to know that you're autonomous. So you don't depend on me. You have to end a boot camp or a seminar with a free mind and not belong to anyone. So sometimes I say this and there's a couple in the room and the man is very mad because he knows the woman's going to become autonomous. And sometimes it's the inverse. It's going, no shit, like I'm going to lose my power over her if he keeps teaching that. Yeah, well, you're all free beings. So it's important to do yin meditation and yang meditation, active and passive meditation, practices that will daily practices that will bring the soul in the body. Each time I walk, each single time I walk, there's one breath minimum that is mindful, if not all of them. Because when I walk, when I'm in a seance of video games, I'm not really mindful. Sometimes I play video games for like 12 hours in a row, 3 days in a row, doing that, drinking alcohol, eating red meat and stuff like that. Because sometimes, let's say once a year, I break myself from awareness. I try to push myself to the point where I will get depressed, sick, or go deep as I can. I do this once a year. It's not healthy. Okay, don't do that. Until you get to the point where you're always in a state of bliss, then you want to break yourself and get out of it. No? Can't live with it, can't live without it. I don't know what to do. So, aside from these moments, if I go somewhere, I'll be conscious that I'm going somewhere. I'm not just running. So you're at the office. I understand you need to manage stuff. But let's say the moment that you pick up a file and you're going to drop it on someone's desk, that's your 17 seconds of mindfulness in the day. And that's enough. Maybe it will be each time you leave the building, when you're not talking to someone else that followed you out, let's say, each time you leave a building, going back to your car, the time where you're going to your car, you're being mindful, and you drive normally because you need to pay attention to the road, and when you get out of your car, ready to go back home, you're also mindful. It could be there. Find yourself a moment when in something that apparently is mundane, you'll be practicing mindfulness. Just to remember you to do it every day, a few seconds. Okay, I'm mindful, I'm physically incarnate. I'm doing this, I'm peaceful and relaxed. And you do it, and you get to the desk, you pick up your headset, and then you're gonna have a wonderful day of receiving complaints if your job is to answer phones of people who complains. But then you go mindful. You're just okay. Today was another day of crap if that's how you spend your days, hopefully not. Today was another wonderful day at job if you spend your days like this, which I hope it is. And you'll be mindful. You won't just be get in your head and okay, I have to go to chores, and when I get back and this guy said this, I really hate him for that, and just you know, find a moment to break from the mundane in something mundane, as such as like walking to your car, or there's another practice is each time I make myself coffee. When I make myself coffee, I grind my own beans and I put it in the, I don't take coffee often, but when I do, I make sure I'm just there, conscious, embodied, mindful. I prepare 8 cups of coffee, and everybody else in the office or in the house will drink it. I'll have my half a cup. But that's my style. Because I forget it. I just don't drink it because I forget it. Don't need it, I guess. That's another way. So you find something in your life. When you do this, you are going to do it mindful. Unless it's a moment that you're always with people, like at the job or with the family. You know, it depends. You have to be in charge of that. Obsession. So, mindfulness is something you have to do daily. And start to practice doing it in mundane, so that eventually you'll get to the point that everything you do is conscious and mindful. Driving is the last thing you want to spiritualize. But at one point, well, I know some people who stay aware when they drive, so they have this little 21 beat, and they just go, Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. They do it. And they're embodied and conscious and mindful. Okay, so that's how you practice yourself at mindfulness always. You start with one little thing, and you train yourself, condition yourself. You use conditioning to free yourself from conditioning. I'm going to condition myself not to be conditioned. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. You train yourself. We do auto-suggestion. You know, tell a phrase in your I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, I hate myself. No, I'm so happy, I'm so happy, life is a big crap. No, I'm so happy, I'm so... Until you become so happy because you condition yourself to be happy, then you can free yourself from conditioning and accept whatever it is, okay? Start with one little thing. Another trick I have. When a key goes into a lock, I'm conscious that there's something, a shift going on, where we're opening doors, we're using Ganesh energy. That's my thing. Find yours. When I put a key in a doorknob to lock it or unlock it, it's Ganesh energy at work. It's unlocking, opening. When I start my car, each time, I'm going to the state of moving, gone. Right? It's just, I found my tricks. And each time you add another one, and then at one point, don't tell other people, because they say, this guy's crazy. He's starting his car with God, he's going to pee with God. Oh, my bathroom moment, especially the sitting ones, because guys can do it standing. The sitting moments at the bathroom is always a moment of communion with God. I'm pooping with God. Okay? Seriously, the first time I went to the bathroom absorbed in a state of oneness, it was wonderful. It was not like an activity that is judgmental or pejorative compared to, preparing the meal or something. It was just as one with all things as when I prepare a meal. You understand this? So you find your ways. I'm finally alone. Some people read. I'm just conscious. And it happens very fast anyway. So find your ways. Find your own ways. But do it one thing at a time until you get to the point that everything you do it with God. All right? By the way, those who are curious, the key to the fourth bhumi is whatever you do it with God. Everything. All right? You dial a number on a cell phone, you're tuning into something conscious. You put spices on your meal, you're endowing it with some kind of divine light that will fall from the heavens. I mean, just put glory in and movie effects if you want in it. It's cool. Find a way to be mindful. And we breathe and we are relaxed. And we sit. And we will train in a willful joy. Incarnate, embodied. Tuning into the vital plane. That's it. Break time.